Now, the key point made by opposition MPs is that even if there were, who knows, dodgy algorithms at work in Apple, why is it that only opposition MPs have been targeted? How would you respond to that?
No, that's factually untrue, Vishnu. A gentleman, Samir Saran, who is not a member of parliament at all by any stretch of imagination, has got that notification. So I think it is, and Apple has seemingly put out that people from many countries have seemed to have got this notification over the last 24 hours or 48 hours. So I think this is more a question that Apple should answer because, as we have said today, my colleague Ashwini Vaishnav has said, and I have said, this is something that Apple, who have always stressed that their platforms are secure, designed for privacy, etc., they must explain whether their platforms and devices are really secure or not. Because if either they are secure and this is a false alarm, or if they are not secure and this is something real, then they have to explain what this is and what is this so-called state actor that they are notifying. So either way, I think there is a need for an investigation, which is what Mr. Vaishnav has said in the press conference. I'm unfortunately not in Delhi today. And I think there is a certain need because this is a government that takes the business and the duty of privacy of our citizens very seriously. We are the ones who brought the Digital Personal Data Protection Bill. The Supreme Court found that privacy is a fundamental right when Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji was in Prime Minister in 2017. So we think Apple has to answer a number of questions about these devices that they claim are secure, to whether they are secure or not. And if they are not secure, then we have a different kind of a problem. But if they are secure and these notifications are going out and alarming people, and the phraseology, the verbiage that the notification implies that there are some state actors. Who are these state actors? Are they state actors within India? Are they state actors outside the country? Is this some effort to try and disrupt the India-Apple relationship? So there are several questions that arise naturally from what we have heard in the last 24 hours. And that I think a lot of that has to do with Apple explaining what is really going on, because they've been, in their reply, in my opinion, slightly vague.
Bottom line, since you will be speaking to Apple, I'm sure the government is, would it be correct to say that the government of India has no role whatsoever in spying on opposition leaders? I just wanted a clear statement from you, given the allegations that we've been seeing on Twitter.
Look, 100,000%. This was said even during those meaningless allegations in the past. As we are getting closer to election, we understand it's political season and people will pull out things out of their hat, imaginary and even more imaginary, as bizarre as they can get. But this is a government that takes the business and the duty of protecting the rights of citizens, all citizens, including those in the opposition and those who are not in the opposition. The right to privacy is a fundamental right, and we take that duty very seriously. And, when we've legislated in a very clear manner about what that means to citizens, a fundamental right to privacy in terms of data protection. And that applies to all platforms, whether they are Apple or, the social media platforms. We've made it very clear. And this is an issue, certainly, for a platform that claims to be secure, a platform and a manufacturer that claims that its devices are designed for privacy. They are the ones who have to answer what they, is their platform really compromisable? Whether it is a state actor within or outside the country, it is for Apple to explain whether this is really possible, and if so, who is doing it or what is done. There is, in the press note that Apple has put out, which I've just seen as I landed here I'm here to attend the AI Safety Summit. The press note starts with a statement that says that there is no evidence of any state-sponsored actors, or there's no evidence. That's the first sentence. And then they go on to say usual corporate language about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on and so forth. And I still think that they need to be much clearer about what that notification really means, because they are the ones sending that notification. And in my opinion, there are only two scenarios. Either their platform is compromised and therefore they've sent a notification, or the platform is secure and that notification was sent by their own language. It could be false and it could be, unreliable. So they've said that in their own website, that it is possible that these notifications are false. So either way, they have to take this position, whether the platform is compromised, in which case the investigation will throw up where the platform is compromised and what kind of compromised weaknesses they have in the platform. But if what they have been saying is true, that they are designing their phones, designed for privacy, these are secure platforms, then they must explain what this notification really means and why people all across the spectrum, including in many countries, are getting this notification.